It's gonna be a different view for today, but don't worry. It's gonna be as fun as ever. I had a tumble at work, but we're good. But we gotta sit down. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another episode of It's Me. And today, I will be talking about something that all of my friends are tired of me talking, but I am not. I've recorded this video. This is the 4th time I recorded this video in 3 weeks. Because now I have all the information I know that is correct. I hope so. Let's continue on because my time today is limited. Today, as you saw on, on the thumbnail. Am I focused? Yes, I am. If you see on the thumbnail, you'll see that Save Sam. Now, if we start from the beginning, I do have a very big obsession with what is Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. I don't need to explain that again. But doing my travels in her place, playing her games, I felt a chemistry with a character called Sam. Now, if we go to the beginning of everything, in 2013, Tomb Raider game came out, and we see a young Lara Croft in her voyage to discover island of Yamatai in the Dragon's Triangle. On a side note, Tomb Raider the movie, even though it's a good movie, and Alyssa Vikander made an awesome representation of what Lara could be in the real life, it's not canon. So don't get lost with that. Don't think about that movie right now, because that movie, even if it's good, it's not canon, because Lara did go to university and Lara's father died when she was 9 years old. He was not lost in an island. Let's continue on. And there we see that she has a crew, and within her crew it's her best friend Sam Nishimura. When the game starts, you see that because of a storm, they get scattered all across the island, and Lara has to go and save Sam and all of her friends. But in particularly, she is very devoted to save Sam. There's a lot of Lara and Sam and Lara thing. And it comes to a point that when you finish the game, me personally, I was like, are they a thing? Are they something like, no judging whatsoever. But when that game finished, I was very excited about Rise of Tomb Raider coming out, and that, and apparently, there's no Sam. Okay, why not though? This is when the obsession starts. Sam Nishimura is a very important character in this game, and I will tell you why now. She is Lara's best friend, but for you guys' information, these games have a long history of storytelling. I will put it now so y'all can see. It does have an order of letting you know how the story is exactly. The game has developed that it has a comic, a game, a book, a series of comics, a game, a series of comics, and a game. Games like, excuse me, alarm. Games like Tomb Raider, Rise of Tomb Raider and Shadow of Tomb Raider, and then in between, they have a series of issues of comics that tell the story between what Lara has to do to go from point A to point B, so you can know the story of what actually happens with Lara until that game comes. Now, when you see the game develop, you see that in the first game, Lara and Sam are very close, and she will actually go across the whole island to save Sam. And then in this new games, Rise of Tomb Raider and Shadow of Tomb Raider, Jonah, which is one of her best friends as well, it's the only one that accompanies her. And it's like, I like Jonah. I love the character. But when you put 2 and 2 together, that Tumblr has currency. Tumblr's currency, it's either porn, because, ships, when you ship things together, or very good as drawings of your characters. It's just like, When I first got involved in this Lara and Sam ship, I found out that there's a lot of fanfictions, of really good fanfictions, let me tell you that, about them being together, and I'm like, this could be cool. And then that whole thing started. Save Sam. When we talked about Save Sam, is that within the comics, in this first series of comics, in between first game and second game, there's a whole piece here that when Lara saved Sam, she was possessed by Himiko, and then not possessed anymore, But the comics drew it all as when they came out, Sam was fine, she was in recovery, and then in the end something happens and she gets possessed again. And it's like, ugh. Making that last part of making Sam go to a psych ward not being available for Rise of Tomb Raider. This is where I get very pissed off. When that happens, I'm like, okay, it's fine, don't worry. But this is where I get really pissed off, because in Rise of Tomb Raider, Lara goes and she goes after Trinity, you know, the ones that like to take control of supernatural things, to take control of mankind. That's Trinity. During your game playing in Rise of Tomb Raider, you can find clips. There's certain clips scattered all across Siberia and what she's going after, which is Katesh, the lost city of Katesh. That you find a series of therapy sessions that Lara is with her therapist, and there is one in particular which I put in right now.
Have you been in touch with your friend Sam?
You know I haven't. Even if her doctors let me, she doesn't want to see me. Can we not do the whole patronizing sympathy thing? You know it hurts. I've told you it does. But it's what Sam wants. I have to accept that.
Like, this is being planted as though nobody wants Sam, but there's a whole community back here that really wants to save Sam from disappearing from the games. Well, there is a book. In this book, Lara has to go and finds a golden fleece so she can take Sam out of a coma, even making Sam important here in this book. The writer, forget about the writer. The point is that the collaboration here with the writer is the same one in the comics. Now, in the comics, in the whole section of comics, they made Sam be possessed again by Himiko and making her do things and be in a psych ward. Rise of Tomb Raider comes out. The clip is out. And then when Rise of Tomb Raider is out, the writer changes in the comics, making Sam then again important in Lara's life in the comics. As a fan of Lara and Sam ship, I'm like, great, because I get to see real content of them each other. Actually making them look in the comics as if there is something in between them. Even if there's not something in between them, the character Sam is really important for Lara because Lara lost everything in her life. Like, she has nobody, and her friends, her base of friends is important. In this section of comics, in between Rise of Tomb Raider and the new game Shadow of Tomb Raider, we see how Lara is devoted to go after Trinity to discover, you know, who killed her father, which was Trinity. And in the whole process, we see that Sam, still being in a psych ward, but feeling better, not really, goes on a manhunt, possessed by Himiko. And you see how Lara is just like trying to process the whole thing. Like, oh my god, my best friend is becoming evil again. And on top of that, I have to find out who killed my daddy. I get the whole ranting of the situation is that now in Shadow of Tomb Raider, they try to make it as a type of tribute, I think. Sam she studied film documentary and she loves the camera. In Shadow of Tomb Raider, Lara uses a lot of a camera. There's two moments in the game where Sam's name is mentioned. It's when she finds a camera that she remembers that her best friend loves cameras.
Camera belongs to the X700 line. Sam had one of those. I was so jealous.
And actually explaining in a bit what's actually happening with Sam.
We've been through so much since then. And after I lost touch with my best friend Sam, Jonah was always there for me.
I personally believe that the character Sam was taking out very forcefully out of the comics and out of the games, just because people actually saw something between them two, just because there was actually a possibility making Lara Croft a lesbian, which I find totally fine. I support I support. But I guess they didn't want that. There's a whole world of fan fiction. There's a whole community devoted for hashtag Save My Sam. There's animations, there's drawings. A lot of my friends are just tired of me talking about this. There's so much because the character's so freaking important and you took it away. And now that apparently Shadow of Tomb Raider is the, you know, the end of this new Lara Croft, we will never get to see Sam because in an issue before the game of Shadow of Tomb Raider, Lara tries to save Sam again, tries to take, you know, Himiko out of her, and in doing so, she's again in the hospital, and Sam's parents are like, no, go away, it's because of your fault that she's like this, and she's like, I get it, so just send her away to a beautiful place and just let her be. No, she was fine a few issues ago. Why you gotta do this to me, man? It would have been really nice to finish Shadow of Tomb Raider with Sam. It would have put such an awesome, like, for the fans and for the game. And if we would have put Sam in this game, how sentimental this game is, Lord have mercy on my heart. I would be dead right now. Like, the fact that Sam could have made such a difference in the game within Lara's story would have been pretty cool. It would have been pretty awesome to see Sam more involved with Lara. See that best friend type they have. And if they do develop a romantic relationship, leave it. Leave it. We got so many characters right now. Ellie from Last of Us, Cassandra from Assassin's Creed. Like, cause you can't make that happen because people will start talking. Like, come on, like Cassandra from Assassin's Creed, she's bisexual. We gotta evolve, people. No, they missed the chance already, but we gotta evolve. We gotta evolve, and that's basically my rant. That we couldn't save Sam. We couldn't save Sam. I'll leave the links on the treasure box of some fan fiction that I really liked. The pages on Tumblr that I really like about Sam, and I think this will be about it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe and share it to everyone you know. I really hope you like this video. A friend of mine suggested that I do it, and it was really nice. It was really cool doing it. I found a lot of shit. I did not know. So, see you guys later. Bye-bye! Look, isn't this beautiful? Now, isn't that beautiful? That is just beautiful, let me just say that.